So I've been working on the stereo little jewel amp. Just got the transformers in this week from Poland, from Marko. So he wound those. For me. I ordered them a little while ago. They just came in though this week, so I got them mounted to the chassis here. Pretty similar layout to other amplifiers I've made. With this big potted power transformer from that Rockola jukebox. I wanted to run a potted transformer on this build, and this is the only one I had really that had the voltages that sort of would put me where I wanted to operate. It works out kind of perfect. It came off something that ran 6L6s, so it's the plate voltage or the high voltage, the secondary on this is pretty close to what I wanted anyway, and it looks nice. I repainted it. There's a couple little marks in it from moving it around, but not the end of the world. Just hit it with some satin, satin black. Rectifier, I'm running these 5C3S Soviet ones. These are black plates. I actually just got a box of those in the original packaging. I brought in 8 of them, so I think I don't know how many of these I have now. I have quite a few. These are nice rectifier tubes. These are these are in good shape too, nice and clean. So we're gonna run that for our basically it's a 5U4G for anyone that's not familiar with it, just the Soviet designation. I like them because they're in the Coke bottle style, basically the same envelope as the 807 or 1625 or whatever. In this case, 1625s. So I also got in I got a pile of the Soviet 6S and 7s. I really like these. They sound good. I think these are all foil getter versions. They're from the 50s, 57. They're pretty close match, some of them. I have the other style too. I got some RCA black plates in here too. Made in Canada, I think, actually. These are a couple nice tubes. One of them's a little microphonic, so yeah, this original packaging's pretty neat. I do have a curve tracer I made up here, so I'll pull that down and run the curves on all of them. And these are some newer production ones, actually, from the 70s. They're probably not the best sounding ones. I brought them out for mock-up. They're the O-getter, I guess, or whatever style getter they call that. It's got the saucer instead. A lot of them into the 60s of these 6 and 8S tubes switched over to that style getter that I've noticed. Another thing I did notice is the foil getters seem to have a little less hum. I think it's from heater to cathode leakage, I believe, anyway. So they seem more consistent with not having hum. The odd one from the 60s on you get in has a little bit, and depending on the amplifier, makes a difference. Like single-ended amp, it's going to be more important, or a preamp where you don't have the sort of hum canceling effect of a push-pull amp, I guess, if you want to put it that way, if I'm explaining that right. So yeah, that's where we're at with this. I got a ton of Soviet tubes. I got a ton of tubes in general. I think I probably have over 4,000 now. A lot of new old stock stuff, a lot of Soviet stuff. I really like the Soviet tubes. What else did I just get? Soviet 6N1P EVs. I got a bunch of those. There's actually a guy I've been buying stuff off of not far from my work, so it's worked out good. Anyway, so Got these transformers in, like I said, this week from Marko. These, I'm running these vented bases. And the only reason I did that is because these 1625 sockets take a pretty big hole. And the issue is an octal socket probably wouldn't fit if I ever wanted to switch these output tubes to like a EL34, 6L6, KT88, just to try something different. So I went with these so I could, see if I can pull this out, I could unbolt them off of the vented base and swap it out to an octal, or they sell these black vented bases with an octal bolt pattern, so, or sorry, octal sized hole for the socket. And my thought process was that anyway, future wise, I'm not sort of left with a big hole, or it'd be a lot harder to switch up. So I think what we're planning here is 6SN7 there, another one here. That one won't stay up, or I'd put it up here. So I think probably that's going to be our layout, and I'm gonna end up working on this over the next few days. Get it set up. Got the same idea: fused IEC, short ball toggle. I mounted the RCA's on this isolated board. I get a lot of little boards made, so this is just one I'm sort of trying out that just came in. On the front, got our logo, another blue LED. I'm using those up because I got a bunch of them I think I had 6 of them, so I didn't want to sort of have them just laying around forever. So the last few things I built have gone blue LED. And Alps 100K, that's pretty much pot I put on everything. Alps pot, they're nice volume pots. So yeah, we're going with I think it'll look good with all the big Coke bottle tubes, and I'm hoping to probably wrap this up over the next couple days. Like I said, it's Friday today, so tomorrow, and I'll probably work on it tonight and most of the day tomorrow, and likely get it done tomorrow. It's a pretty simple amp, so if I do get it done, I'll do some measurements and make some more videos of it and go from there.